I've been writing for a long time, but I just always felt that it was going to be like a hobby. So for a long time, I just wasn't confident enough about my writing. So I didn't think that I would ever get to this point where I would be launching my own book. I just thought, okay, it should just be something I'll be doing by the side. And it's just something I love to do. It's just my passion. But I eventually found out that it's in your passion that you discover your purpose. I would say it was when I went to Unilag, when I started my undergraduate program in the University of Lagos. It was first, then I used to write in secondary school, right? There was no laptop then, so I used to write in notebooks. And then there was this friend of mine, his name is Kayode, he's not here, unfortunately, but he has been very supportive. So I gave him one of my books. It was the first time that I would give someone external my book to read.
You mean your book or your write-up?
My write-up. Well, it wasn't a book, it was a notebook then, yes, but it was a novel, it was a complete story. The title is Against All Odds. Maybe I'll publish it one day. Okay, so I gave it to him, and I remember I was feeling very insecure because I wrote when I was in SS3. So I was just thinking, I don't know what I put together, I don't know, but I just gave it out anyway. We became friends. And then he read it, and he was like, oh wow, yesterday your writing is very good. Then he did something that till now I can't get over. The book was, or is still around anyway, it's very voluminous. So it was two, if we still remember all those 60 leaves notebooks.
Yes.
So it was two of that. Because I think then I did like part one and part two. So there was like a series. So the first part was in one notebook and then the second. And then I think there was an extra attachment because it wasn't enough for me. Then when he was coming, he went on break, he took it for break. When he got back from the break, he gave me a flash, and in the flash he had typed everything. As in when I saw it, I couldn't imagine it, and then I think that's where it just started for me. I could see what it would be like to one day have my book in print, share it with the world. I started the manuscript March 2019. 2 years? Yes, 2017. Then I paused. That was when I worked on the pursuits, and then I finished the pursuit. I published the pursuit December 2017, and then I went back to Sour Grapes in 2018. Then it's been a long process. I don't want to go into all of that, but yeah, let's say 2 years now. Like in Sour Grapes, I talked about postpartum depression. That was something that I read about a while back, and it just wouldn't leave me. Like I couldn't get over the fact that the mother that is supposed to, love our child and bond with the child, you just get to this point where they don't want to have anything to do with the child again, and they would even go to the length of removing themselves just so that they don't have to bear the existence. So that just stayed with me. So I think
I wanted to ask you.
and then people are doing all this mommy and me photo shoots, and they are swinging with their babies. And then you say, I can't wait to have my own baby, which is good. I mean, motherhood is the glorious thing. It's amazing to have a child of your own and everything. But it's just that there's another side to that people do not talk about, people do not see. And when I read about that, it was the first time I would ever hear of that in my life. I was a teenager then, and I was like, okay, it was a foreign novel. So I was interested, is this something that is like, I think Mina said when she was doing the review, is this something that is limited to international people only? So I started doing the research, and I discovered that a lot of women in Nigeria are suffering from PPD, but it's silent. So people are not bold enough to talk about it because we have this whole culture of silence when it comes to women and issues that bother them. But there's this group I belong to on Facebook. So I just typed in the topic, and I was surprised. Real life stories of women, and it was just a whole lot. It just boggled my mind and everything, and I thought, okay, how about doing something on this? And then the story came, we started coming together.
I am Peter from Broadway TV. What's the name?
Amina, okay.
It's nice to meet you. I trust you. You're doing good, man. Okay, regarding the book, tell us something about the book, man.
The book? Okay, so the title of the book is Sour Grapes and it's written by Yetunde Lemboye. The major theme of the book is postpartum depression. So I think the author's intent was to bring postpartum depression, the awareness of it to third world countries, especially Nigeria, which is where she's from. And I think she did a good job of it because now people are more aware of postpartum depression. Like if you pick up the book, a novice can understand what postpartum depression is. So good work on the research.
What does this book seek to achieve?
Okay, so I think one major concern it does seek to address is the fact that postpartum depression is not something that we are aware of here in Nigeria. And even those that are aware of it some subtly feel like it's a upper class problem, not for the middle class or the lower class. So I think that's one particular thing she's trying to address. Another thing she's addressing is the notion that we have now that once I believe in God, I don't have to do medicine. So God is the one that can heal me. I don't need medicine. So the way she fuses God and medicine together shows that she's trying to preach to us Nigerians that are getting over religious that the fact that you know God doesn't mean that you should refuse medicine. You can know God and you can still use medicine. Yes.
So Ma, I want to know, how does this PPD affect the male sex?
Okay, the middle class, you mean? Okay, so it affects everyone, but it's just that the higher people that are the upper class, the elites, they have more knowledge, so to speak. They're more learned than the lower class. So it's the fact that the lower class are not really aware that these things are happening. So when it does happen, they feel like, nah, you get over it, Jerry. It's a taboo, it's a cross. The upper class are more learned than the lower class. So it's a thing that the lower class has to come to realize that, see, this one is not class sensitive. It's not class specific. Anyone can have PPD. Whether you have money or you don't have money, PPD doesn't check your bank account. So anyone can have it.
Tell us something about the author, man.
Okay, Yetunde Lemboye, I've known her for 10 years now, and one of the first three things you know about Yetunde when you first meet her is that she writes. Like the author, why she's good with spoken words, but you know that when you give her the pen, you can't defeat her with the pen. Yetunde writing has always been her thing. She had loved writing since forever. I remember when I met her in university, she had a couple of books she was writing. She had written them in paper, exercise books, so we would read them and then for fun. But I'm glad to see that right now these novels are leaving pen and paper and are becoming into print. So it's something she has always loved doing. Writing is her passion. Even right now, she's a content creator, so she's still working in the writing space. Present.
And I don't think it's something that I can explain like that. It's something with authors. So someone said that authors are like God because they can create and they can kill people, like in Game of Thrones, everybody's dying. Yes, author do that. So yes, I've never been pregnant before, and but that's just the thing with a writer. So you take a topic and somehow in your head, my people here that are book lovers will tell you that they prefer reading a book to watching a movie, because when you're reading the book, it's your show, so to speak. So you can imagine, you can decide that okay, you want these people to be under the water or you want them to be floating in the air. You are the one in charge. Then, so I think it's the same thing with the writer's mind. So you take a topic, you take this name, and then from there you just build it into something. Then of course there was research. So I had to read about people, I had to learn about mothers. I spoke to a couple of mothers to do it. All of that helped. She's a Christian fiction writer. And I didn't always do Christian fiction. So it was just fiction. The writing journey has been, trying to find my voice, trying to know what I wanted to focus on and everything. But I remember that from the time that I discovered Francine Rivers, I was just like, okay, I can do this too. Because when I read her book, the first book I read was Redeeming Love, and it was so amazing how someone could just make me want to connect to God more by reading her book. And I just thought, okay, I can do this too. I can share my love for God and my faith in God. So I would say that Francine Rivers is my #1 inspiration. Karen Kingsbury. In Nigeria, I don't know of any Christian fiction author. Yes, which was another reason why I wanted to go into that. We have some, right? So I don't know of any library, but it's okay. But other authors, while I was growing up, Chimamanda, because she was the first author that would let me know that you can actually do Nigerian writing and to be good. So when I was younger, I used to do all these foreign writing. No, the name of the person will be Anne, and they will have blonde hair, blue eyes, because I used to read those and books they run. So after reading Purple like this, I was like, okay, you can actually do this with the people in your vicinities. Yes.
What of a male author? Give us hope.
Okay, male author, say John Grisham. I love his writing.
Nice.
Yes.
Reality. We thank you for mommy and daddy. Thank you for the womb that carried Yetunde. Thank you because there was for no reason that she was aborted in the course of pregnancy. Thank you for the success of her birth. Thank you for seeing the name of Jesus. This book will go places in the name of Jesus. Lord, you will open the eyes of people and grant them understanding. Not just understanding, but people will be thinking that you lay your hands to. Nothing like
So well done. I'm the publisher of a magazine called Savvy Magazine Africa. I've been doing this for 5 years and it's tough. So let's try and support her as much as we can. It's tough, it's capital intensive because the country we are right now, people do not really care about this. We lost the culture of reading. To launch this for 20,000.
I'm just really thankful to God for the people that He has blessed me. I'm thankful to my parents, my mom, and my dad. They've been really supportive. I know that they may not even understand this career path, because people say that you can't make money from writing in Nigeria. So maybe they would prefer for me to do something that will bring fast money. I don't know, I'm just saying. But they supported me, they believed in me. Right from when I was, I remember there was a story I wrote one time for Wale Adenuga. It was my dad that took it to Wale Adenuga's office. Thank you, Lina. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Samobado, the program, the printing, everything.
Good evening, Mara.
Good evening.
Can we meet?
My name is Yetunde Lemboye. I'm an author. Well, I feel amazing. My first book was an e-book, so there was no launch, there was not much paparazzi. It was publicized on social media and platforms. But this one is the real deal. I feel like with this one, and I feel like, oh my God, I have a book. People can hold copies of my book. So I feel amazing. I can't even begin to put into words how I feel. Of writing this book, it was the subject matter of postpartum depression. When I read about it, I thought that this is something that people do not know about. A lot of people, even while I was, writing about it, people like, oh, what's your book about? I said postpartum depression. Some people just go blank. The subject matter of postpartum depression is something that people do not really know about, especially in Nigeria. So when I was writing my book, I would tell people it's about postpartum depression. Some people will look blank and they just scratch like, okay, what are you talking about? So sometimes I have to explain, okay, this is what it's about. It's when a mother gives birth. But it's happening. It's just that people are not aware. And then the people that it's happening to, the women that are suffering from it, they are not talking about it because of the culture of silence in the Nigerian. So I think this was what inspired me to create awareness about the book. That's what inspired me.
How would it affect the male folks?
Yeah, the male folk, because a lot of people think that it's just for women. No, it's not, because we all have a role to play, we all have a part to play. So in the book, the major character, her husband, the husband needs to be supportive too of the woman. So I try to show the role of the husband to the role of not just the husband now, even brothers, because you are someone's brother, I'm someone's sister. So if someone has a sister that is suffering from postpartum depression, because you have the knowledge, you know how to help her. So it's not a thing that has to do with just women. Maybe it's the women that suffer from it, but everyone has a role to play, because at the end of the day, it's the support from your family, from the people around you that will help you overcome it. So yes, it relates to everyone.
What current concern does this book speak to?
What?
Current concern does this book speak to?
Well, it speaks to the issue of postpartum depression, the fact that, okay, so there's this thing in Nigeria where after I don't know if it's all over the world, let me not say Nigeria, maybe because I'm a Nigerian and the book is set predominantly in Nigeria. But so when a mother gives birth, everyone is all about, oh, your baby, and if they neglect the mother, meanwhile the mother also she needs that support, because it's a whole lot adjusting. So I'm single now, and then all of a sudden I have someone else that is totally dependent on me. That can be a lot, and it can be a lot for some women to adjust to. They've never done it before, especially when you don't have help. And then there's this trend of women going abroad to give birth. They want the citizenship for their children, which is also what happened in the book. She went abroad. So, but the disadvantage of going abroad is that you may not have the support that you normally have in Nigeria, because you can't do visa for everybody now. It's probably just you and maybe someone else. So the part where you have the mother doing this one, or your mother-in-law coming to stay with you, that may be out of it. So these are some of the concerns and there are things that are happening now. There are trends that are. So it's a contemporary book, and addressed all of this.
There are those who have an imbalanced idea of drugs or medicine and also Christianity. That God, I believe God will heal me. I don't have to go to the hospital and all that. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, well, I think this was also something that I addressed in the book. The book is Christian fiction, but then I didn't want to just make it religious, like maybe then Jesus will now come and then he will save the girl. I just wanted to show that there is a place for medicine also, and I think the person that did the review said it too. God is the one that inspires these people, so you need to seek help. You need to talk to people. You need to talk to someone. There was a professional therapist in the book that helped the major character mostly. So yes, we are not denying the place of God. There is God, but then it's just sometimes you also, not even sometimes, most times you need experts to also talk to you, and these experts, they are inspired by God. That's how they are discovering all of these things. That's how they are discovering this skill. So we have to just adjust ourselves and know that it's not a bad thing. They go hand in hand. Yeah.
What are your hopes for this book?
My hopes for this book is to see it in different nations of the world, see people taking pictures with it in Malaysia, in America, in USA, everywhere. I hope that the book will go even beyond what I hope for it. Yes.
So how do you want to make it happen? To see your book going global?
Okay, well, you people are here, BBB media. Yeah, so we're going to work on post-launch publicity, do promotion. It's going to be on Amazon. So if it's on Amazon, anybody in anywhere in the world can access it majorly. And yeah, Jumia too for the Nigerian folks and everything. And then do a lot of interviews. Just spread the word out so there's something like this. This is the start because it's the launch. So from here onward, there's still a lot to be done. And we hope that by the grace of God and with the support of people like you, it will be achievable. Thank you too. Thank you. My regards to you. I'm so thankful for the support. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you.